Hey, it's Dylan, head coach of Schalke Esports, and I'm here with my semi-finals Worlds predictions. We're going to start this off with talking about Suning versus Top Esports, like on the first side of the bracket in the semi-finals. I think a lot of what this is going to come down to for me is going to be mid-jungle. I think mid-jungle has been so important this tournament. I definitely need to say that Top Esports are favored in this matchup, simply because I think that Karsa and Knight are playing like one of the better mid-jungles in the tournament. I think in their set versus Fnatic, their mid-jungle was stronger in nearly all the games. I don't think Fnatic was really focusing mid enough. That's like kind of another question, but definitely their strong point was mid-jungle. The big thing for Top Esports was their bot lane against Fnatic was not performing. They were taking a lot of unnecessary deaths. Selfmade was just camping and getting kill after kill after kill. These are like often the only play the enemy team could have made, and they're still just dying to them. On the other end for Suning, I think I want to see again SOFM. SOFM and Sword Art from support and jungle, I think are two of the best like playmakers at the tournament, and I think that SOFM is definitely like a huge strong point and carry point for them. So I think it's kind of like how the mid jungle from Top Esports will interact with Suning's jungle and support. So my bet is that we don't see Jackie Love have another one of these really rough bot lanes for an entire series long, and Karsa and Knight just carry the series. And I'm gonna give this one 3-1 to Top Esports. Second series, Damwon versus G2. The rematch from last year's Worlds quarterfinals. Last hope of Korea, last hope of the West facing each other. Damwon just, to me, play like very, very solid and good League of Legends. I think I really like how Showmaker and Canyon play. I think, again, I talk a little about mid-jungle, but I also think just at this tournament it's the most important thing. And I think they're playing probably the best at the tournament. They know when to move top, they know when to move bot. Like Showmaker can also just play 1v1 matchups and play that very well. Whereas G2, for example, I think they've had a very, very, very clear plan, at least in their last set and so far this tournament. Their bot lane is usually playing weak side. Caps is generally playing a strong mid jungle where they can roam. They seem really good when they're playing stuff like Twisted Fate, and often they put a lot of roams top and sack bot lane and play weak side. They played some, I think, Jin Tong Kench in their last best of 5, and they play stuff like this. I think big difference for Damwon this year is their bot lane is much more solid. I think they're very rarely making mistakes bot lane. I also think that as much as it might be a bit weird, like a bit of a meme to say, like there's not this huge crowd of thousands and thousands of people that they're playing behind that are all cheering for Europe, and that as soon as you get a kill, you have these like 5-10K people just roaring at you. It's just a lot less pressure. And they were famous last year before the World Championship bracket stage that Damwon was these Scrim Gods that were winning almost every single game. So they upgraded their roster, and I think they can play more to their ceiling in this kind of setup. Craps or Claps? I think would lean more towards Claps. I think he's playing really good this tournament. And I don't expect him to be like heavily outperformed or something by Showmaker. And you know, he might just show up and carry the series. But to me, it's more of like a team-wide thing, and I'm not sure if like he will heavily outperform to have the huge Claps carry. If he gets locked down in the mid lane, and I think this is what might happen, I think like it's not like they have a huge advantage laning 1v1 top lane. I think Wonder's playing really good, and I think Nuguri is quite good as well, but I don't see this as like a huge win condition. I don't see their G2's bot lane as this huge win condition as well. And that's why I have to give the advantage to Damwon, and I expect them to win this one. Maybe like 3-1 or 3-0. I'll go 3-1. Really would love to see G2 win this one, and I think it's possible. They won last year, right? So of course, if they play good, and they played really good in quarters, they can do it again. But I have to think that they're underdogs. And that's it for my semifinals predictions. If you're interested in what I had to say about the group stage or the quarterfinals, where I was almost completely correct, you can go back and see those other videos. And I guess we'll see you guys next week.